49ers Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Right to the air is Huntley. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the interception, here's Watson. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Back to throw, Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A. To throw is Watson. Touchdown, Rams. Nelson Aguilar. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to bring it down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line. Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Come 19!
Here's Huntley. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw, Huntley. That is caught by Thielen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Huntley to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Watson now to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Huntley. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Mustang 19. Ready.
On 4th down, Huntley. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Faking the give. Now Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. He'll get this to about the 38. The Niners at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Huntley. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Huntley. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll run with Cook. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Ready.
Henderson is in. Touchdown, 49ers. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Watson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. This will go to Henry out wide. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Open man downfield is Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
But normally you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Watson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Inside handoff, Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, everybody in the stadium thinking that the field goal would break our tie. It did all right, just not in the manner that we expected. And
every team we know works really hard on protection when they're trying to kick the ball. Imagine film session next week when they find out who broke down on that play.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter of what's been a tight contest so far. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Huntley taking a shot here for Marshall. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On fourth down, Huntley. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Chad Muma. And the Ramsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Huntley. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down, Huntley. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up third and
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Looking to throw. Huntley. The quick slant caught. Touchdown 49ers. Mike Gesicki from 8 yards out. And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Huntley. Touchdown! Terrace Marshall, 34 yards. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Ah, that's true. You've said that before. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Watson off play action. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. Touchdown, Rams. Taysom Hill, 47 yards. And the Rams are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Marr on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Niners 26, Rams 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Huntley. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Watson on 1st down. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
From the 41, Watson. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 70. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
To throw, Huntley. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, it's Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Osa Odighizuwa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
To throw, Watson. That's going to be caught by Judy. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Cook again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Huntley to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just outside his own goal line. On the return is Pettis. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Here's Watson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now Watson. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians.